Have you ever considered what happens when individuals move seamlessly between government roles and the private sector, almost as if through a continuously spinning gateway? It is a fascinating and often complex aspect of how policy and commerce intersect. The ethical concerns of the revolving door phenomenon primarily revolve around potential conflicts of interest, the risk of undue influence, and a perceived erosion of public trust in government decision-making. Essentially, it raises important questions about whether former officials prioritize the public good or private gain after leaving public service. When individuals transition from significant government positions, especially those involving regulatory authority, policy development, or access to sensitive strategic information, into private sector roles within the same industry, they bring with them an unparalleled understanding of internal government processes and key decision-makers. This valuable insight might include knowing how policies are formed, identifying potential regulatory loopholes, or understanding the precise leverage points for advocacy. Conversely, when experts from the private sector move into government, they can inadvertently carry pre-existing biases or industry-specific agendas. These perspectives, while offering expertise, could subtly influence legislative or regulatory outcomes in favor of their former employers or the specific industries they once served. This constant exchange can create an uneven playing field, where certain entities benefit from privileged access and insights, potentially compromising fair competition and the broader public interest. The fundamental mechanism here is the potential leveraging of public service insights and relationships for private sector advantage, or the reverse, which can distort policy outcomes. To actively address and mitigate these significant concerns, many governments globally implement various oversight mechanisms and ethical guidelines. A common approach involves cooling-off periods, which are legally mandated waiting periods before former officials can engage in lobbying activities with their previous agencies or accept certain private sector positions directly related to their past government responsibilities. Furthermore, robust transparency rules play a crucial role, often requiring detailed disclosure of former government employment, current lobbying activities, and financial ties. These essential mechanisms aim to reduce immediate influence peddling, provide a necessary buffer for relationships and knowledge to become less directly impactful, and ultimately reinforce the integrity of public service. This intricate dynamic is often discussed in terms of regulatory capture, a powerful theoretical concept where regulatory bodies, originally established to protect public interest, gradually end up advancing the commercial or political interests of the very industries they are supposed to regulate. Another related aspect explores the formation of elite networks, highlighting how close and often informal ties between influential government officials and industry leaders can create a system of influence that operates with limited public scrutiny or accountability. Ultimately, a thorough understanding of the revolving door's ethical dimensions is absolutely vital. It helps us deeply appreciate the delicate and critical balance required to maintain a government that is not only efficient and effective but also consistently perceived as fair and unbiased, thereby ensuring that public service fundamentally remains dedicated to the citizenry's best interests above all else.